Good morning, everybody. Welcome to New Earth Teachings Live. I apologize, I actually slept in a little bit this morning, so I was kind of rushing in to get everything ready for today's broadcast. Just kind of organizing the studio space here. So, thank you, everybody, for joining me for the next New Earth Teachings webcast live. So today we are going to be doing some healing requests, and we are going to be doing some Q&A here in a little bit. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is just share some announcements. So, the first announcement is coming in January, I will be going to Orlando, Florida, between January 10th and 12th, and I will be doing work alongside John D'Souza and Jason Quitt, and it is called Codes of Awakening event. Now, you can find out more information if you go to empoweredlight.com, and you can use the coupon code here called AWAKEN. It's all capital letters. You can save $15. And again, it is taking place in Orlando, Florida. So I will be presenting an Adronis event on the Friday evening. And then on the Saturday and the Sunday, I will be doing a Spirit Ambassador workshop. I will also have the healing code cards with me as well, too, for sale. So those will be available as well. And so if you are in the Florida area and you want to come out and enjoy this really amazing weekend event with John D'Souza, Jason Quitt, and myself, again, just check out empoweredlight.com, grab some tickets, and I will see you in Orlando, Florida in January. So that, again, is happening, the Codes of Awakening event. Okay, next is the Spirit Ambassador. Well, the Spirit this is actually a bit of an old one. Spirit Ambassador classroom is already open. The Q&A membership or the open Q&A meetings are going to start this Sunday. Okay, so what that means is that every Sunday there will be 90 minutes where people can, or I would say members, come in and participate in the meeting, where you can connect with Adronis, you can talk with me, we can also do distance healing as well too, and any questions are welcome for the members. So whether you have personal questions or general questions, they're all welcome, and it's your time to connect with Adronis as well too. So this is again available for the open Q&A members as well as the Spirit Ambassador students. So you just go to patreon.com/newearthteachings and you can sign up. And again, the open Q&A members also get access to certain courses, to certain media, and to books as well too. So again, it's available now. This Sunday will be the very first open Q&A group meeting. So I'm looking forward to that. And again, it'll be happening at 11 a.m. Pacific this Sunday and lasting for 90 minutes. So again, during those 90 minutes, you can ask questions to Adronis, to myself, request distant healing, and more. And of course, there's a Spirit Ambassador classroom. That is still open. That is available for everybody. I have quite a lot of students right now, but there's still room for more. And Spirit Ambassador classroom just grants you everything, right? So you get access to the open Q&A membership. You get access to all of the courses that are online through Patreon. You get access to all the media, all the content, everything. There's even a secret Facebook group that you even get to be a part of and start to work with community as well too, because we do a lot of partner assignments. But again, it's really amazing. I'm dedicating a lot of my time to working together with the classroom. And so feel free to come and join. Patreon.com/newearthteachings. Okay, and finally, healing code cards are still available. So I basically had a new inventory, and there's a little bit more cards that have been added to the inventory because these have been selling out like crazy. So I had to get some more inventory because I was basically down to my last card. So some more inventory has come in, and so there's more inventory, especially around Christmas time as well too. So again, healingcodecards.com. There's been some upgrades to some of the cards as well too. I'm always upgrading the cards. So I'm looking into new viruses. I'm looking into any other particular forms of conflicts within the physical body, and that is being added. So there's one card called the Major Organ Enhancer, and that is also helping to clear out a lot of viruses within all of the organs and all of the glands simultaneously. And that includes things like strep, that includes things like shingles, that includes things like Epstein-Barr virus. That is exactly what the major organ purifier is doing, major organ amplifier is doing. So these are just one of 36 cards that, again, are doing an amazing job to really work with your body. I've had quite a few people contact me already and say, Brad, as soon as I got that deck, it just feels like there's light is just pouring out of it. It's very, very strong. And I said, well, it's good. Just make sure that it's not overwhelming you, because these are very strong codes. They're directly from spirit. These cards are very much alive. And so just keep using them for as much as you can, as long as you're not being overwhelmed by them, right? If you're feeling a little too overwhelmed, just put them aside for now and just work with them. It's kind of like you're sipping water, right? Don't chug the water down. Just sip, right? And that's all you're doing with the cards. If they feel a little too strong for you, just sip them down. Don't guzzle them down, all right? So healingcodecards.com. Of course, there's my free sample page that's available as well too. But cards are still available, so feel free to grab some, especially around Christmas time here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with today's webcast. Like I said, I'm still kind of waking up. I slept in just about a half hour before the broadcast was about to start. My alarm clock did not wake me up. So I'm like, all right, well, you know what? I guess that's part of the experience of this morning. So you'll have to excuse me, guys, if I'm still partially awake. So we're going to go ahead and get started with healing requests. So I noticed I had a request here from Nelson here at the very top, and he says, "Hi Brad, I would like you to ask Spirit what is causing the itching on my daughter Laura's skin. How can it be mitigated and resolved?" Okay. Well, the itching on skin, again, some of it can also represent the idea of eczema as well too, right? If there's a very big red rash as well too. A lot of it can be liver problems. A lot of it can also be, in that sense, the excrement of bacteria and viruses that's actually coming upon the skin. So what you want to do with that is, like I said, one of the best things to do is work with love energy. But of course, if there's a lot of itching taking place there, a lot of scratching taking place, then basically she may want to look into having morning celery juice. Okay, this is kind of like the medical medium protocol as well too, right? If your daughter's very much into having celery juice, that would be a very good thing, because that helps to neutralize it very, very quickly. You can also look into mineral salt cleanses as well too, trying clearing that out as well too. You could also possibly try some topical lotions. You may want to look into something more organic in that way. But usually this has to do with an inflamed liver. This has to do with some, again, excrement from viruses. So there needs to be a detoxification that needs to happen for her body, because kids get it as well too. I'm not too sure how old your daughter is, but kids can get this as well too, right? Especially if they're playing in the playgrounds, if they have a lot of other kids that are sick as well too, just even our environment as well too, right? We can get metal toxicity in the body. We can get all kinds of toxins. We can get all kinds of pathogens, right? So it's very important that we're just helping our kids to detoxify and to clean out any particular forms of infections that may be there as well too. So what the sound is, it sounds like it's eczema. Okay, so again, that is a liver issue. So you may want to work again with your daughter, helping to drink some celery juice down, and I think that would help a lot as well too. And again, just cleaning out the body, cleaning out a lot of toxicity, a lot of pathogens, a lot of bacteria in the body. Use the healing code cards, okay? If you have the healing code cards, work with the skin enhancer, okay? The skin enhancer will help clearing that up as well too. So that would be my recommendation. There's quite a few things we can do. You can also look at another product. It's called thankyousilver.com. Okay, what this is structured silver. You can even use that product, and you can apply it upon the area where the eczema is and just kind of rub it around, right? So you just kind of dab some on a paper towel or cloth, and you're just wiping it very gently upon the redness area, okay? And the silver solution, or the Thank You Silver, structured silver, works right away. It helps to clear out a lot of bacteria all at once. Okay, so that would be another thing I would suggest you working with the structured silver, and it's again called thankyousilver.com. You can grab it there. Okay, thank you, Nelson. Hope that helps. Okay, we're going to be getting to Adronis in a bit, guys. It's not going to be happening yet. The next, let's see, what time is it now? 10:40. So we'll probably go for questions to about 11 o'clock, and then we'll get into Q&A. Okay, another question here from Eska, healing request. It says, hi Brad, a healing for my mother, please. She got macular degeneration on both eyes. Thank you so much. Waiting for the healing code cards. Okay. Well, just as a side note, if you guys are waiting for the cards, please be patient. I have over 300 orders to fulfill all by myself. So I'm doing what I can to try and get this out. I'm also doing sessions at the same time that I'm trying to send orders out. So again, if you guys are getting delays, this is because I'm just a force of one here. I'm basically getting some cards out. I think about 100 have already been sent out already, but there's still well over 200 more that need to be done. So again, between my sessions, my classroom, and then trying to get these cards out, I'm doing what I can. But like I said, I think the majority of orders will be sent out before the end of November. Okay, so if you guys have ordered your healing code cards, please be patient. I'm getting to them as best as I can. Got lots and lots and lots and lots of orders that I am just independently fulfilling. Okay, so please be patient. Okay, so we will work together with your mother right now. So a healing for your mother. You did not mention your mother's name, so I'm just going to refer to her as Eska's mother. Okay, and you said that she has macular degeneration on both eyes. Okay. So Eska, this is where I need you. Okay, you're going to participate with this healing as well too, so you're not getting out of it. All right, so I just want you now to take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And we're just going to ground together, okay? So we're just going to have both of our feet down on the ground. This is for everybody to do as well too, okay? Have your feet firmly placed upon the ground. And we're just going to start taking some deep breaths in, okay? 3 deep breaths in, 3 deep breaths out. And again. And one more time. And I now just want you to bring your focus and awareness down to the bottom of your feet. And I want you just to focus your energy on opening up your feet and feeling roots coming out to the bottom of your feet and connecting deeply into the ground. And feeling that soft brown energy of the earth moving its way up through your feet, up through your ankles, up to your knees, up to the root of your spine. And I just want you to feel that brown energy just revolving around the chakra center, not going into the chakra centers, but just swirling around the chakra centers, starting with the root, color of red. Moving up next to the navel, color of orange. Moving up next to the solar plexus, color of yellow. Moving up next to the heart or the thymus gland, color of green. Moving up next to the thyroid gland or throat, color of sky blue, aquamarine. Moving up to the third eye, color of ocean blue. And moving up to the crown, color of violet or ultraviolet. And now I just want you to send a very strong inhaling breath up to the crown chakra, opening up the crown chakra, and feeling rainbow light of energy coming out, cascading down the top of the crown chakra, down the body, going all the way down to the bottom of the feet, and connecting directly to the perineum, located in between the genitals. And now you are seeing your torus field slowly starting to rotate. You can even see it in rainbow light too if you like. Slowly starting to rotate, connecting together with the energies of the earth. And your energy is opening all the way up. And you are now ready to receive spiritual energy. Okay, so Eska, what I want you to do right now is I just want you to close your eyes, and I just want you to see your mother directly in front of her, okay, in front of you. And as you see her directly in front of you, you can see her laying down or sitting down or standing up, doesn't really matter, okay? I just want you to place your hands around her face, okay? And I want you just to state a command to spirit, okay? And that command is, I have 100% faith that the energies presented to my mother will help improve her eyesight. Okay? Now, normally I would need to be with your mother because macular degeneration is quite a big thing. Okay? So this is basically energy that's going to help as best as it can. But macular degeneration is often karmic. Okay, so this is a core issue that's here. So I would definitely need to talk to her. But we're just going to do some improvement on the eyesight as best as we can. Okay? So I just want you to hold that space there as you're holding that energy for her. And I will connect with Spirit now. I command Spirit's God light to completely clear away, cancel out, purge, and release all debris contained within Eska's mother's eyes, lifting all of that energy up out of her body, putting up into source consciousness to be purified, and placing healthy vitality energy directly into Eska's mother's eyes, improving her eyesight, clearing away any form of toxicity, any form of debris, any form of harshness, being cleared away from this pure vitality energy coming into her eyes now. Apply. Okay. So there's definitely some, quite a bit of toxicity that's going in there. I feel that this is coming in from other areas, okay? So the idea of the macular degeneration does feel like there's some heavy metals, some heavy toxicity coming in through the brain, and it may also be coming into the spine as well too, okay? So the spine and the brain have certain specific types of toxicities and metals contained within your mother's body, and over time that starts to take an effect and moving into the eyes as well too. So macular degeneration is just a result of toxicities, metals, and other particular forms of harshness that is found within the body, within the brain, within the spine, okay, that basically sifts itself over into the eyes over time, okay? So what I could suggest for your mother as well too is there's another technique that you can find on YouTube, and it's called the Bates method, okay? And I'd like her to do that as often as she can as well too, okay? So working with the Bates method, that can certainly help her out as well too. Sun gazing is also very, very good, okay? So if she's doing sun gazing in the early morning and just before sunset as well too, that would be another recommendation, okay? So just advise your mother with these things. It's up to her, of course, to do it, but that would be my recommendation for her because, again, there's quite a bit of heavy toxicity. Sorry, just adjusting my cords here. A lot of heavy toxicity, again, within the brain and within the area of the spine as well, too. Okay, just give me a minute, guys. Okay, like I said, I'm only still half awake here. Okay, thank you very much, Eska. I hope that helps. Okay, let's move down the list here a bit more. YouTube is saying that your thing was starting at 12 noon. Well, it can't start at 12 noon. At 12 noon, actually, I have my class. So again, guys, this happens every single Friday. I'm not sure if YouTube screwed that up or what's going on, but yeah, my apologies if there was a bit of a glitch today. But yes, it's here today. It's here now. It's here at 10:30 a.m. every single morning. That may have been a mistake on my part. I may have accidentally put 12 noon yesterday because I was so used to putting it in that time and not 10:30. So again, there's not as many people here. Now I can understand that. Okay, so my apologies if that's a glitch or a mistake I made. Okay, so on to Ranny Q. Hi, Brad. I would like to know how to heal from my health issues relating to endometriosis and kidney bladder infections. Okay, well, do you have the healing code cards? Okay, this is one of the best things you can get. Okay, healing code cards and working with kidney and bladder infections. Okay, do you have the medical medium books? Okay, I would suggest working with that as well too, okay, because he has a much more extensive knowledge in the idea of helping you. I'm not a physician in any particular way, okay, I'm a healer. So basically, if you are going through endometriosis and kidney bladder infections, like I said, I think the healing code cards would be your best fit for you. The BCR technique, okay, is also very good. You may also want to look into salt mineral cleanses, okay, and just cleansing out the kidneys, doing kidney flushes as well too. But I would say the healing code cards because they offer the greatest form of assistance. Okay, there's a virus eliminator contained within the healing code cards as well too. That's helping to cancel out a particular form of virus that you name. Okay, so they're very, very powerful. So what we'll do right now is, since you're here, we can basically clear out the endometriosis. Okay. And that can help to connect and clearing out any problems with kidneys. So, Rani, what I want you to do right now is I just want you to place your hands upon the center of your chest, okay? And taking a deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, and with your hands upon the center of your chest, I just want you to imagine that you're drawing out tethers. Okay, there are tethers connecting directly to the kidneys. Okay, and I also just want you to focus on feeling the endometriosis virus coming into the center of the hands as well too. So it's like you're dragging it into the center of your hands, into the center of your chest here, and putting it directly into your hands. Okay, so we're going to clear out that endometriosis altogether. So again, what I want you to do right now is just stating an affirmation after me, the Spirit. Okay, you can repeat after me. I have 100% faith that the endometriosis shall be completely dissolved and cleared from my body, and that the effect of my kidneys shall be brought into pure health. Okay? So I want you now just to imagine that the endometriosis energy is inside your hands. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to imagine that you're just sucking out the toxins of your kidneys. Okay? Almost imagining like there's black liquid contained inside the kidneys, and this represents toxicity. Okay? And I want you to imagine you're just sucking all that out. The tethers are sucking all that out like a straw, and it's being placed directly into the center of your hands. Okay, so both of your hands are holding that black, dense energy from your kidneys. Okay? Okay, I just want you to hold that there as best as you can, and I will now connect with Spirit. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out, eliminate, and purge all debris, all toxicity, the endometriosis virus from Rani's body entirely, from her hands, lifting that energy up into source consciousness, putting it up into Spirit to be purified, and allowing her kidneys to be completely restored and purified with health, and having the endometriosis effect completely cleared from her body altogether. Apply. Apply. Okay. That is a tongue twister, that one. Endometriosis. Okay. I love the scientists that make up these really dumb names. It's really nice. Okay, so thank you, Remy. Rani is your name, Rani. So again, just go back to the recording if you feel you need to do a little bit extra work on the kidneys in that area as well too. Okay, so just go back to the recording, the time where I'm putting the intention out to clear this. Just repeat the idea again of placing your hands there and having the tethers come down and just being able to suck up as much of the kidney energy as possible. Okay, and then you can reobserve the Spirit command to clearing that out. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Gudrun area Olaf's Dortier. I apologize if I'm not able to say your name. Healing request. I have fibromyalgia and I have various symptoms. For example, today I woke up with one bloodshot eye and pain on the left side of my head. Okay. Now, Gudrun, when you have fibromyalgia, this is a multitude of different things together. So we would actually need to do a healing session. Okay. Fibromyalgia is very, very complicated. It's not something that we can basically just clear out on a single request. So Gudrun, what I'd like you to do is I just want you to contact me by email. Okay. And we can definitely set up a clearing session. So all you really need is just 15 minutes, okay? A 15-minute private session with me, and I think that will help you altogether. In the meantime, we can work on just alleviating any pain in the left side of the head for now, okay? So I can do that for you right now. Like I said, fibromyalgia is a complicated thing. It's not just what science says it is. A lot of it has to do with the Epstein-Barr virus, okay? So there's quite a few things that we would have to clear within the healing itself. So Gudrun, if you can, please drop me an email, info@newearthteachings.org, okay? And we can definitely set up a session for you and I can help you a little bit further, but I do have to guide you through some things as well too, okay? So for now, I'll work on helping to alleviate any pain in the left side of your head, okay? So, Gudrun, what I'd like you to do right now is I just want you to take your hand and just place it upon the left side of your head, and I just want you to place it upon the area where you feel that the pain is the most intense, okay? And again, I just want you to imagine like a tether or a root is coming out of the left side of your hand. And I just want you to feel like it's connecting to the spot that you feel is the most intense pain, okay? And I want you to imagine again that black liquid that's contained in the left side of your face. Okay, and that tether is now sucking up all of that intense pain, all of that dense energy on the left side of your face. Okay? Just want you to feel it sucking it all up, putting it directly into your hand, and just feeling like 100% of that pain energy is all going into your hand right now. You're just commanding. You're saying, pain energy, come directly into my left hand. Okay? It will obey. Your body will help put it in there. Okay? So with your hand just there, I'll now connect with Spirit, and we'll clear out the pain energy in your face. Okay? I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out, eliminate, and purge all dense energy contained within Gudrun's left side of his face through his hand, putting that energy up into Source Consciousness to be purified, and bringing in pure, healthy, vitality energy around Gudrun's face entirely, bringing health, restoration, and rejuvenation to his face, clearing away 100% of all pain, dense energy within his face. Apply. Okay. Okay, so Gudrun, again, just give me a shout by email, and we can work on other areas. I have worked with people with fibromyalgia, but like I said, it's a bit of a step process, right? There's quite a few things that are involved with that. Okay, we basically got to detoxify a lot of areas of your body. We got to clear out a lot of toxins. We got to clear out viruses like the Epstein-Barr as well too. So there's quite a few different things that we have to do. So like I said, guys, if you have the means, please use this. Okay, healing code cards are by far the best. Okay, they clear this stuff up very, very strongly. Like I said, there's one story I have where a woman has been able to cure her asthma overnight with the healing code cards just using the lung enhancer. She was able to throw her inhaler away, and she has not needed it since. Okay, that's the power that these things have. Like I said, you're just working together with it so it's not overwhelming you. You're taking sips, right? But the more that you start using these cards and you start working together with them, they're going to be cleaning out the entire body. And the more that we just continue to work with them on a daily basis, this will again help us to work together with our emotional states. We start keeping ourselves healthy. Because like I said, the most important thing is working with the emotions, working with the mental body, working with the physical body thirdly, okay? But work with your emotional states. It's working with the identity behind the emotions. Guys, I've done tons of videos on this, okay? You guys should know this already. You start working with the emotional areas. You start working with the BCR technique, okay? I should see like 10,000 views on the BCR technique, and I'm only seeing like a couple thousand, okay? I want all of you guys, every single subscriber on my YouTube channel, please go check out the BCR technique video, okay? That's the most important video on my channel. So make sure you learn that, okay? That's a miniature version of the EQ method. So you are working with that each and every day. You're making your love bigger and bigger and stronger and stronger. And now you're compressing it. Now you're putting it into your body. Now you're commanding your love energy. Clear this away. And it gets done. It happens. Okay? You're embodying that pure energy of love to working together with you like a servant. And it's clearing out everything. Why aren't you guys doing it? Okay? I am telling you guys this last week as well too, or the week before that, I believe. Please make sure you're using the BCR technique. Look into Adronis' video where he talked about the silver lining agreement. Look at your happiness list. Why aren't you guys doing that? Right? Create a challenges list as well too. This is what I'm teaching my students, and I'm basically making it mandatory for them in the Spirit Ambassador classroom. Okay? I'm giving you guys little bits. They have a lot more advanced techniques, but I'm giving you guys just the basics here so that you can get through this, okay? When you start working with the BCR technique, you start working with the happiness list, the silver lining agreement, you're going to be flying here. You're going to be just up here walking on clouds rather than trudging around through the mud. Make time for yourself. Get out of the busy trance, right? Break yourself out of the busy trance and give yourself at least a few minutes and start working together with the BCR technique, okay? That should be the most watched video on my entire channel. Tell people about it, okay? Spread the word about the BCR technique. It works. It helps. The more that you are committing yourself to doing it, okay? I cannot emphasize that enough. Please do that, okay? Okay, do it to tell it to your family, tell it to your friends, tell it to your children. Okay, use the BCR technique. It will help. Okay, so request here from Brandy. Request for healing of sciatica, please, and thank you. Okay, so we will certainly work with the sciatica nerve. Okay, so again, Brandy, I may not too sure if you can stretch all the way around to connect with your sciatica nerve, but if you can do that, that's fine. Another option, again, is just placing both of your hands upon the center of your chest once again. And again, I want you to feel a tether coming out and connecting directly to the sciatica nerve. Okay? As it's connecting directly to the sciatica nerve, I want you to imagine that there is black liquid that is actually running through that nerve. Okay, that's the pain energy, that's toxins, that's metal, that's debris. Okay, so with your hands, again, either with a hand back here or hand here on the center of the chest, this is what I'd recommend. Okay, I just want you to imagine that that black liquid is now being sucked out of the sciatica nerve and it's being contained directly into the center of your hands. Okay, so I'll just give you a few moments here while you do that. Okay, so Brandy, I want you to repeat after me. I have 100% faith that my sciatica nerve will be completely clear of any pain and discomfort. Okay, so I will now connect with Spirit for you. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out, eliminate, and purge all toxicity, all dense energy contained within Brandy's hands, lifting that energy up out of her body, clearing away all toxin, all pain, all discomfort energy from her sciatica nerve, putting that up into source to be purified, and allowing pure, healthy, loving energy to coming into her body, entering the sciatica nerve and bringing rejuvenation, regeneration, and restoration to the sciatica nerve, letting it be 100% free of any harshness, of any pain, of any discomfort, and of any toxicity. Apply. Okay. So Brandy, taking it easy today. Okay, drink some water. Just let yourself have kind of a nice, soft, subtle day. Okay, not doing anything too rigorous. You want to rest the body so that that sciatica nerve can continue to get restored. Okay, thank you very much. All right, guys, so we have about, I'm going to probably take one more, and then we're going to go into Q&A, okay? Okay, here's one from Classy Music. All right. Classy Music says, request for healing facial skin. Haven't been able to do it for years despite healthy diet and things I've tried. Not sure what I need to do. Okay, Healing Code Cards has something for that, okay? And that would be the skin enhancer. Okay, so healing the facial skin. So you haven't really gone into specifics, but that's okay. Okay, so if we're going to work with the facial skin, what I want you to do, Classy Music, okay, is just placing either one or both of your hands upon the areas of your face. And again, creating the tether once again. Okay, and just placing it upon the face. And just having the tether or tethers going into the face. And again, you're just seeing black liquid energy. Okay, the black liquid is the idea of toxicity, metals, dense energy, everything that represents stagnancy. Okay, and we're just taking that black liquid and we're sucking it into the hands. Okay, so the hands are sucking in all of that black liquid as it's upon your face. Okay, I'm just going to give you a few seconds while you do that now. Okay, so again, just repeat after me, Classy Music. All right, I have 100% faith that all discomfort and dense energy within my face shall be completely cleared from my body. Okay, I will now connect with Spirit. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out, eliminate, and purge all toxicity, all dense energy contained within classy music's hands, lifting that energy from their body, putting it up into source consciousness to be 100% purified, and allowing pure, healthy, vitality energy to enter classy music's face to ensure increase in rejuvenation, restoration, and regeneration of their face altogether. Apply. Okay. So classy music, again, healing code cards. Okay, work with the skin enhancer. And that is, again, the reason why I suggest the cards, guys, because they have very deep spirit programs. Okay, when I'm basically doing this is a very simple spirit command program. Okay, when you're working together with the healing code cards, right, they have very sophisticated spirit programming contained in them. Okay, there's a very big script of programming containing to clearing out viruses, clearing out toxins, clearing out debris, all different types. So when you start working with the healing code cards, it's very intricate. Now, again, remember, the healing code cards are alive. Okay, even if there's things that are not programmed into it, you can actually talk to Spirit through the cards and actually helping them to clear out, helping Spirit to work with you to clear out areas within that specific region of the body that the card is programmed in to actually help clear that out. That may not actually be programmed into the body. Okay, that's the wondrous thing about the healing code cards. They're not just some mechanical thing. Spirit intelligence is in them. Okay, they're very much alive. They're like the tarot. I think they're even more alive than the tarot as well too, because Spirit lives directly inside these cards. And if whoever has cards, when I update them, you guys get real-time updates. So if I basically say, okay, here's a new virus that I've discovered in the kidneys, so I'm going to add a program to clear away that virus. As soon as I apply that, boom, everybody who has the cards instantly gets that update right away. That's the cool thing about these cards. They get instantly updated in real time when I start putting new commands into them, okay? No other card product that I know does that, and that's how cool these things are. So please grab your healing code cards, okay? They are a wonderful thing. Every household should have this. Every household should have a healing code card deck inside their place. Okay, it helps you tremendously. I'm not just tooting my own horn, because really it's Spirit that's doing all the work, right? Spirit is doing the work. I've just helped to create the cards. I've created the interface so that Spirit can come in and clear it out, and that we use sacred geometry for that. And sacred geometry holds the frequency so well, contains it with great purity, and that's what makes the energy of Spirit so strong through these cards, is through the sacred geometry that's contained within them. Okay, so get your healing code cards. I'm going to do my best to get as many cards out, but just order them as much as you can, right? Multiple orders are fine. If you guys want 2, 3, 4 cards in an order, you can do that as well too. All right, so go to healingcodecards.com, grab a deck, start using them. Okay, like I said, if they're too powerful for you, sip them down. Okay, don't guzzle, just sip. All right. Okay, guys, that's going to conclude our healing for now. So now we're going to go into Q&A. Now, I do remember, actually, no, sorry, I'm just going to go down and keep scrolling down the chat here to see if we have some questions for Q&A. Okay. I know there's going to be tons and tons of healing requests, but like I said, guys, this is why I'm creating the healing code cards. Like, I'm not going to be doing the private sessions here within a month's time. Okay. I'm still going to do this. I'm still going to be doing the webcasts every week. I'm going to be doing the Sunday group as well too on Patreon through the Spirit Ambassador Classroom or through the open Q&A group. That's going to be available as well too. But as far as private sessions, they're going to be hung up. Some may ask me, oh, Brad, are you ever going to do the private sessions again? I said, I don't know. Right now, I just need to kind of take a break from it for a while at least, because I got a lot of stuff to do. I have a lot of things to do. I want to try and create new things that really benefit you guys so I can help the whole, rather than me just spending so much time on one person. I want to spend more time on people. I want to spend more time on large groups. Okay, so that's really what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing the school, because I'm working with a pretty good large group there. I want to work with the Sunday groups as well too, right? You guys connecting with Adronis, talking to me. That is more of my energy. You know, I've always loved doing the private sessions one-to-one, but I just notice I'm taking a lot of time working with one person, and I don't want to really do that anymore. I want to start working with many people and helping out as many as I can, right? Because there's a lot of people that need help, and if I spend too much time on one person, those people are not going to get help. So this is why I want to kind of move forward into doing some more group-based stuff collectively, okay? So, but like I said, I still have 1 month worth of sessions that are available. So if you do want to book with me, make sure you book with me right away, okay? So you go to newearthteachings.com, go to sessions. You can book a session with me. Like I said, I do have some time, more so around December. My November month is starting to fill up right now, but December is starting to get available as well too. So please book with me while you can. After December, I will not be available for bookings, okay? So I just want you guys to know that as the time draws closer, where I'll be retiring from the private sessions, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go down here and just ask if there's any questions for Adronis or myself. Okay, here's a question here from Jingwu. What is the title of the BCR video? Okay, well, there's 2 videos. Okay, so the first one is the BCR technique. Okay. Second one is demonstration of the BCR technique. That's the newest one. Okay, so just watch either of those 2. I'd probably suggest watching the new one. Okay, but if you can watch both of them, great. Okay, so BCR technique and demonstration of the BCR technique. You just go onto my YouTube page, you go into the search, type in BCR technique, you'll see those 2 videos come up, okay? Even if you're just on YouTube, use the search bar, BCR technique, you'll see those 2 videos come up, okay? Please just pass it around as best as you can. Not VCR, okay? It's not VCR, it's not like a video cassette recorder, okay? It's BCR, so B is in Bob, C is in Carl, R is in Robert, okay? BCR, breath work, calmness, reinforcement, not VCR, not cassette tapes, okay? You're not using a VCR, you're using a BCR technique, okay? Capital B, capital C, capital R, breath work, calmness, reinforcement, okay? Thank you very much, Jing, for that question. That's a good reminder for people as well, too. Like I said, the more that you guys are using that technique, you guys are going to be amazing. I use that technique, right? I basically use the EQ method because that's the full thing. But I've used the BCR technique by itself, and I'm just smiling the whole day. It feels amazing. My body feels like it's lighter than air after I do it. So, and I get people to do it as well, too. They're feeling great. They're feeling amazing. Again, and it's a free technique for you guys, okay? So please use it. Work with Adronis's silver lining agreement, okay? The happiness lists. Top 5 things that make you really, really happy, okay? And you start maximizing the love energy as much as you can out of those 5 things that make you happy. And now you create another list. You create a challenges list, okay? Challenges, conflicts. I have depression. I have this thing happening in my body. I have this virus, etc., etc., etc. So all the challenges that you have. But you have the top 5 things that make you happy, okay? And you're tuning into them, okay? What would I feel like is if Brad was coming into my house and dumping a whole bunch of puppies on my lap? And I just have all these puppies playing with me. I'm going to be smiling. I'm going to be happy. Great. Maximize that. Make it even more exciting. Get it to a 10 out of 10 on the scale. Okay. Now you're feeling good. So now what we use is we use a mountain example. Okay. So like how far are you up the mountain? The mountain is like absolute bliss. Okay. Well, I'm feeling pretty happy right now. I'm about a 5 out of 10 on the mountain. Okay. So keep using the other 4 things that are on your happiness list. Boost them up. Okay, my angels are coming down from heaven. They're beaming down this light upon me, and I'm just feeling the most excitement, the most joy coming out of me. Oh my goodness, I feel so happy. Okay, I'm getting right to the top of the mountain. Great. You're at the top of the mountain. You're in absolute bliss. Now you start working with that challenges list, and now you start crossing things off the challenges list. So you work with all that love energy. Okay, you command it. You command it like a servant, okay? It's coming before you and it's saying, Master, how may I serve you? It's bowing its knee to you, okay? That's your love energy servant. And you say, love energy servant, I just want you to clear this thing out to the top of my list. I have depression. I want to clear it out together. No problem. And now that energy comes in and it starts clearing you out, and within seconds, you're feeling better. You're smiling and you don't know why. Because you have used an entirely large combination of love energy and you've put it to use. You've commanded it like an entity. And it's going into your body and it's cleaning these things up, which means you can basically alleviate your forms of depression within a matter of seconds or minutes. Okay? That's not something medical science is going to teach you because they're going to lose customers doing that, okay? And I say this because, guys, I've seen it happen. I've done sessions with people and I've guided them through working with all this love energy like what they have gathered up in the EQ method, and they put it to use, and incredible amounts of pain that they have had in the body, gone. Emotional problems, gone. Okay? That's what the BCR technique is doing. It's a miniature version of the EQ method. The happiness list is kind of a new creation. It was brought to me by Adronis when I was in Japan. Okay? So these are, again, just simple permission slips that we are doing. All we're doing is we're cultivating love energy. We're putting as much love energy into ourselves as possible, and we're commanding it like an entity, okay? Like a being that's just directly in front of you. Master, how may I serve you today? You command that love energy, okay? It's your servant. And now you're clearing things off of the challenges list. You're not making yourself sick anymore. You're now starting to replace all the sickness together with love. You're climbing out of the slime and you're moving yourself up into the clouds. You keep doing this every single day, because I have people coming to me and they ask me the same kind of questions. Oh, I feel I have this and I have this problem and this thing's happening to me and blah, blah, blah. Are you working with the BCR technique? Are you working with love energy? Oh, no, I don't have time for that. Well, you better make time. Get out of the busy trance, okay? Get out of the trance of being constantly busy. Give yourself 10 to 15 minutes at least, okay? Go and do the BCR technique. Go and do the happiness lists. Do something that, again, is cultivating a great deal of love energy. Put it to work. See it as an entity. Command it. Let the first thing off your challenges list be crossed out, because now you're feeling higher than heaven, right? And that's all you're doing. You do this over and over and over again. Adronis is telling people this the exact same way, okay? You're putting so much love energy into yourself. You're clearing away all debris. You're clearing away filth. You're clearing away crap. All of that is going away. Okay, like I said, it's not the emotions that need the healing. It's the identity behind the emotions that need healing. You're not looking to rid your body of emotions. That's not possible. Okay, you're ridding your identity, that identity blanket, off of your emotions altogether. Okay, your emotions are part of yourself. They're a gauge. So the more that we clean that up, the more that our emotions really won't need to be used, because we're clearing the identity out of them. And now you come more into a state of neutrality. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, I'm going to go down here a little bit more, and let's see if we got some more questions. Okay, we got a few questions coming up now. Okay, well, here's one from Diana. This is just a kind of a testimonial. Diana, I've worked with her before as well, too. The BCR technique has helped me. Just having had a full scan done, the results are evident and I feel great. Also working with nature energy now, and the rejuvenation you will feel is amazing. Yes, and I can't overstate that enough as well, too. You start working with nature energy, like that video I put up, right? You go to a tree, you start working with its nature energy, you start reusing its residual energy, you put that into yourself, you're feeling great, you're buzzing, right? That's a good compliment to yourself as well. So you do that, you work with nature energy, you work with love energy, and then when you come into the Spirit Ambassador classroom, I teach you about working with spirit energy, okay? So again, it's like a triple benefit here, relating to love energy, nature energy, and spirit energy. So thank you, Diana, for sharing that. Okay. Okay, here's a very interesting question here from Glenn White. Okay, it's a question for Adronis. What instrument or device did ancient Egyptians use to match the frequency of those giant blocks at the Giza pyramids to lift them? Were giants involved? Okay, good question. So let me go ahead and bring Adronis in, and he can provide some insight pertaining to how the pyramids were built. Okay, here we go. Terra Soul Star Sirius Adronis We are here at this time, and we bid you greetings. And thank you very much, Glenn, for the opportunity of this interaction and for your question relating to the idea of the construction of the Giza pyramids. No, giants were not involved whatsoever. All right, they were not involved in the process. Did giants exist upon that time? Some were, but not specifically in the area to which the Giza plateau was, in that sense, being designed. The idea of the instrumentation that was utilized is utilizing instruments that would harness a toroidal field. So you are basically creating a toroidal field linked together with a state of your own consciousness, and that instruments that would come together would basically appear as stones, or in that sense, similar to what you would know as stone-like drums. Now again, these drums in that sense did not make the particular sound as you would term it. But these stones, in that sense, were specifically, intricately designed to working together as a toroidal field generator. The host would therefore link their consciousness together with the toroidal field and actually create certain forms of sound resonance being broadcast through the stones. They would also have what you would know as ankh anchors, similar to what you would understand as cones. They would now start to work with these cones through the instrumentation of the torus instrument, and therefore chanting through the idea of the sound frequencies coming together, relating to the toroidal field, to now lift and actually remolecularize granite, and actually building the pyramid from the top down. It was not built from the bottom up. It was built from the top down. And it was constructed within a matter of days, not years. And so within a matter of days, the pyramid itself was constructed from the top down. All pyramids that represent the, shall we say, Giza plateau were designed in this fashion. Now again, you can look in much to the idea of pyramid research and understanding their alignments, but we are mainly just telling you in regards to the instrumentation that was used. Now again, it was not the idea of many thousands building these pyramids, but more so many hundreds. We would also state that your pyramids of the Great Plateau of Giza are 20,000 years old, approximately. All right? So the instrumentation was utilizing the idea of a rock, a stone, a particular fastened device that therefore harnessed a toroidal field in perfect geometry. The host would therefore connect psychically to the toroidal field and would start producing tones through the idea of chanting, music, song in that way. The cones themselves, the ankh cones, we will say, were used in that sense as tools, again, to levitate the rocks or remolecularize them appropriately and actually embed them together within the stones. And this is very, very quick, relating to, again, over the 2 million stones that were being used. They were floating in the air, many of them simultaneously, and the entire group functioned as one mind. You would see it like a beehive. The entire group was psychically connected to each other and knew exactly what needed to be done. And within a matter of days, the Great Pyramid of Giza was created. We thank you very much. Okay, that's quite amazing. Thank you. No one has actually asked Adronis that question before, so it's very good about the instruments, about the devices. So it's very good. This actually goes very similarly to what Michael Tallinger and I were talking about when I did my interview with him as well, too, because he found torus stones in Africa. Okay, he also found cones with them as well, too. And what you would do again is, this is kind of what Adronis was talking about in a channeling. I think it was a private channeling or something. Is that you would take that stone and you would connect with it. And you would use the cones as kind of like a direction tool. You could basically levitate the rock. You can reshape it in that way. You can bed it with another. If you guys are familiar with Ed Skelman, okay, who developed Coral Castle in Florida, please look him up. Okay, there's a documentary on YouTube, and there's an interesting documentary about how Ed Skelman was able to create Coral Castle, and he designed it, or I would say he used the tools very similar to what they used in Egypt to build the pyramids. Okay, so Coral Castle, located, I think it's Homestead, Florida, I believe, but very much in the southern tip of Florida. That was actually one of the areas I wanted to go check out when I was in Florida, but unfortunately I don't have the time for this time. Next time I come to Florida, I'll see if I can make an arrangement to go down to Coral Castle, because I just like to see it. But he built it very similar to how they built the pyramids. Okay, so look up Ed Leedskelman, okay, the creator of Coral Castle. And you can look at this a lot further because he used similar technology to build Coral Castle. Okay. So, Top Dog asks, do we originate from Africa? Well, if you're looking at the original human species to where they first came, Africa was certainly one of the places. Lemuria was also the other, okay? What I basically have discovered through connecting with Africa has been that humanity's origin points in its first original incarnations started in Lemuria in the west and Africa in the east, okay? But there was also life that was existing around Asia Minor as well too, in Europe. So a lot of the first settlers, I would say a lot of the first states of evolution in regards to humanity working together, building itself, creating an infrastructure in that way, started in Africa and Lemuria, okay? Now, again, Asia Minor had a lot of that connection as well too. So it's hard to say what is the first race in that way. What I can say is that the first race of the modern times would be the Asian, okay? So they would actually be very, very ancient in that way. The Africans, again, would probably be around second, somewhere around there. But there was just a conglomerate of different sub-races that were coming upon the planet, and they were placed upon areas appropriate for the climatic zones for their survival, okay? So different ones came at different times, but what I do know for sure is that the Caucasian race was the last one to arrive, okay? So yes, there's definitely a lot of connection with Africa and Lemuria being kind of like the seeds of civilization because they built infrastructure and foundation there. And again, that all first humans that came onto the planet were female, okay? Or you could refer to them as being androgynous, right? And so basically what happened is later on, pure beings came upon the planet. These are almost kind of like angelic males, you could say. And they actually came in and did co-creation with the females. Okay, so this is why I'm saying they're not doing sex with the females. No, they were doing co-creation. They were teaching the females about co-creation. Okay, Anastasia talks about this in the Ringing Cedar series books about co-creation. Okay, if you guys are not too sure what I'm talking about with co-creation, read the Anastasia books, the Ringing Cedar series. Okay, this is exactly what the pure beings did. They almost look like just pure angels. And they had permission from God to actually come down and help seed the females to produce males upon the planet. Now, here's kind of an interesting pattern that we have to understand firstly, guys. Everything starts out divinely, okay? Everything is divine, pristine in its original concept, and then later is corrupted, okay? So that is what happened with the quote-unquote fallen angels, okay? The fallen angels came later because they were all about the idea of lusting after the females of the earth, not because they look fine and blah, 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 blah. No, because of their power, okay? You know, when you're working together with sexuality in that way, that's the greatest power when you're connecting together in that way, right? But they looked at it in a very lustful way, in a very immature way in that way. And that is what they did. They basically created the ultimate taboo, what not to do. They did not get permission for anybody to do this. They had no authorization to come down to the planet, but they bribed the kings. They gave them power. They gave them, it's kind of like the story of Prometheus, right? Gave man fire when they weren't supposed to, and Prometheus got punished for that. That's kind of, in that sense, a story, an archetype about what happened with the fallen gods. Fallen gods were giving man technology that they were not supposed to give as a bribe so that they could spend time with the women and start impregnating them, okay? And this is what gave birth to the abominable giants, okay? Now, again, there, like I said, there's different types of giants upon the earth. Adronis was talking about this in the channeling when he was in South Africa as well, too, or I was in South Africa. And he was talking about, yes, there's indigenous giants that were not at all affected based upon the nature of the fallen angels. The fallen angels came in, they started breeding with the women of the earth, and now they created abominable giants. And these were the ones that were just very, very toxic. They almost looked deformed in their way. They were just very nasty looking. And they were the ones that were kind of like eating humans and causing chaos and all that stuff, because it was a result in that sense of karmic backlash. But there are giants in that sense of the olden times that were very, very loving to humans. They would actually help humans to build. They would help build things for them, and they would be kind of like pro bono, right? They help the humans help them, right? The humans would probably give them gifts and food as well too. So as a lot of history, there's also giants from Maldek that came down as well too. It goes on and on and on. The giants have so much colossal history, no pun intended, that we have giants from all over, right? We have giants, again, that were seeded here as hybrids. We have original ancient indigenous giants, again, that were quite friendly to humanity. And then we have the Maldek giants that were all about conquering, right? So it's a mixture of different types of giant or quote unquote Nephilim experiences that have happened here on the earth. Okay. Okay, well, this actually just kind of answers the question here from Sharif. I didn't even read their question. Sharif. It was, hi Brad and A, when did the male form enter the universe and Earth experience? Well, this is exactly what I said, right? So it goes back to the time when these pure beings would come down, right? Nobody really knew where they'd come from. They were basically angelic. And they would come down to the populations of like Lemuria and Africa, and they would create co-creation with the women. And the women would therefore give birth to the males. And the males were very, very disciplined, right? They started working together with like sexual tantric arts, right? Because they realized that their genetics was not as sophisticated as the women in that way, right? The women have the full genetics. They hold the keys to heaven, right? And so they were teaching it through sexual tantric arts, teaching the males about how to work in harmony together with the women, because the pure males were teaching them how to do this as well too. Then they passed it down to the children as the generations went. So this is going back probably well over 160 some odd thousand years ago. Okay, so basically humanity came upon the planet. The modern human came upon the planet approximately 165,000 years ago. Okay, so it was probably around that time, 160,000, around that range, to where the males were coming in, because there was several thousand years where there were just women, and women were basically just giving birth through parthenogenesis to clones, okay, which is, well, I mean, basically babies, but the only genetic material that they could use was of their own body, and the child basically became a clone of the adult, okay, but there are souls within the clones, and so they prospered, but they would just look exactly like their mother when they got older. And so over time, this is where the pure males started to come in. I guess you should say the pure angelics came in and taught of co-creation, and basically spread their seed in a co-creation state to therefore produce more males upon the planet. So that, again, this created diversity. So that is what I've been told relating to the idea about how the human males came upon the planet. So females were first, males were second. Okay? All right, how are we on time here? Oh, yeesh, we're almost done here, guys. I can probably take one more question, then we got to wrap up. Oh, here's a good one here from Christine Cannell. May we please hear a blessing in light language today, Brad? Oh, that's so sweet. So how about a blessing from Rayar? Okay. So I'll end that with Rayar, and Rayar will come through. And just a moment as I bring her through. Beloveds, we thank you once again for allowing our presence to bond together with yours. We have therefore received the request of a blessing through what you term as language of light transmission, and that I, Rayar, singer of Sirius Light, will now participate in an interactive calibration with all of you. We would like all of you now to take a seat. Have your feet firmly placed upon the ground, erecting your spine straight, tilting your chin slightly upwards, relaxing your shoulders, and just breathing a total of 5 deep breaths, letting out all of the strain of the day. We would ask you now to take your index finger and thumb of your right hand and just beginning to pinch the bridge of your nose a total of 7 times. Placing your hands in prayer position and gently tapping both of your hands upon the chest a total of 7 times. And allow yourselves now to simply receive the transmission that we shall provide for each of you in this moment. Ecretseya nanatero shu yoy 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 Ekreteo We thank you, beloveds, for once again the opportunity of allowing this transmission to come through. I am Rayar, singer of Sirius Light. We thank you, and we will speak to you again in another perspective of the now. Goodbye. Well, that woke me up. Well, thank you, Christine, for that great suggestion. And we're going to wrap up with that transmission. Thank you, everybody, for attending this week's webcast. I apologize again if there was a schedule miscommunication. But don't worry, next week, next Friday, we'll be back at 10:30 a.m. Okay, that's 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. And I'll make sure I put that on the calendar properly. And I'll talk to you all next week. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your healing requests. And speak to you all next week. Okay, again, go to newearthteachings.com. If you want to book private sessions with me, they are available up until December 20th. Okay, thank you so much. Take care, everybody. And I'll speak to you again in another perspective of the now. Take care.